This is the CapSupport M4 SpineSeat. It's from a company called CabeVibe. In today's video, I'm going to talk about what this seat does. I'll talk about the specifications and features of it, and then I will provide my overall thoughts after using it. This product was recommended to me by someone in the comments on one of my videos. CabeVibe is a company that I've come to learn is primarily focused on seats, chairs, and cushions that are designed to help with posture control, posture correction, and lumbar support. So this seat is designed specifically for that. It is designed with the intention of supporting your back, massaging your back, and providing a posture correction tool. So to start, I want to talk about the actual seat itself, which is pretty much the only thing that comes with the device. You do get two other small items. I'll cover those after I walk through the product tour of this. The first thing that I noticed with these was the cushion, which is attached to the plastic seating. So this cushion is a very soft, it's not necessarily memory foam, but it is a nice thick 22 millimeter padding. And it is designed with padding in places that is designed intentionally to help support your tailbone, help support your hamstrings and glutes, help support your back. It's got a nice H pattern design. You notice you've got this light that's in the center of it. It looks like a reflector. That is red light therapy. So you've got a bunch of different pads on here that are just comfortable in its own right to sit on. Now, other than the pad and the light in the middle, there's no other features explicitly on the part that you're gonna sit on. Now, if you turn it to the back, you'll see it does have a firm plastic support. You've got one control unit here. This one control unit controls everything with the device. I'll walk through those features in a second, but you do just have two buttons there and then a USB-C charging port on the bottom. You've got no branding whatsoever on the chair. The last thing I'll call out is you've got some little holes that are on either side here, assuming to be so that you can put some sort of straps and strap this seat in place. It doesn't come with any sort of straps. You'll see this, it is fixed at sort of a 26-degree posture curve angle here. And again, this is plastic, but you've got a little bit of movement from it. So very well designed, very sturdy, very firm, and then good cushions on it. The next thing you get is one little instruction pamphlet that opens up into one giant sheet. It just walks you through the charging, how to use the controls, and where each of the functions are gonna actually impact your body. And then the last thing you get is a USB-A to USB-C charging cord. This cord is about 3 feet long. It doesn't come with a charging block whatsoever. So that is everything that comes with the M4 SpineSeat. So now let's talk about the specifications and features of it. I mentioned earlier, you do have this control unit on the back that just has two buttons. So this top button is going to be the power button, as well as the button that controls the red light therapy and the heat settings. And then the bottom is going to be what controls the different massage modes. So I'll start by talking about the heat and the vibration modes on this. So you've got three different temperature settings you can choose from. The lowest one is going to be 45 degrees Celsius, which is 113 degrees. The middle one is going to be 50 degrees Celsius, which is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the last one is going to be 60 degrees Celsius, which is 144 degrees Fahrenheit. Once you turn it on, it's going to automatically come onto that lowest setting. You just quick press it to cycle through that. Each time when you cycle through, it's going to vibrate the chair to let you know that you've moved to the next setting. Now, once you have the device on, you can just do the heat settings by themselves. So it'll just go through the heat and just turn off after the time limit is up. Or you can choose one of the three different vibration patterns. So they've got M1, M2, M3. M1 they call awake, M2 is tapping, M3 is vitality, and then the fourth mode would just be not having the massage on at all. So the massage on this is very, very vibrational. It vibrates in this portion of the seat, as well as this is the only portion that heats up. So you don't have any heating in the actual seat. It's all in the backrest, and it's all primarily focused in these center two pads. Now the vibrations on this are quite strong. You definitely notice them. There is a lot of padding that breaks it up. But the one thing I want to emphasize here is the red light. If you really want to get the emphasis of the red light, I would recommend not wearing a shirt so that you can get direct skin contact with that red light therapy. You're not going to get the full benefit of it if it's just up against your shirt. Now, I'll also say the heat does advertise as going all the way up to 140 degrees. Now, keep in mind, that's probably the heating element itself. That's not what you're actually feeling through the padding and through your clothing, but it is definitely noticeably warm. I'm gonna show myself actually sitting on this in a little bit, but before I do that, I wanna actually show the device on and just show you what it looks like and sounds like. So again, to turn the device on, you just long press the top button. It comes on. You've got the red light here. You see that. That red light again is gonna provide heat and red light therapy. Now, this is going to be on the lowest setting. So you see the blue light there indicates that it's on mode 1. That's going to be the lowest level of heat. and you're gonna immediately start to feel that heat in this. Now it does take about 2 minutes to fully get up to heat, but once it's on, you'll notice that it's there. Now, if you wanna switch to the next mode, you just quick press this, and I'm gonna hold this by my mic because you can hear that it actually vibrates to let you know that you're switching levels. So you get one quick vibrate there to let you know you're now on level 2. It does also indicate it on the back with that blue light, and you'll see the red light is still on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it on level 3. Level 3 there. And again, that red light is on. So that's gonna leave that heat on and that red light on. It does have a 15-minute timer, so no matter what your session is, if you're using it with the vibrations or without, it is gonna automatically turn off after 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the different modes here, and hopefully you can hear them vibrating. I'm gonna try to hold one of my bracelets up against it just to try to make the noise a little bit louder, the vibrations. Basically, the first one is gonna alternate left side, right side, and then just go both sides pulsing, and it'll just go through that over and over. The next one is gonna be longer both sides, and then the third one's sort of gonna be a combination of long both sides, short every other side. You'll hear hopefully each of those individually once I turn this on. So starting with mode 1. So again, I'm gonna try to hold my bracelet here to see if I can get some more of those vibrations to show up, but it's not really coming through on here, but it's going both sides right now. Both sides. Hopefully you can hear this on my mic. So just going both sides for about 1 or 2 seconds each. And this heat is definitely coming through on this now. This is very warm. Now it's alternating left, right, left, right, left, right. So that's easy. Next mode here. Again, these are all indicated by the lights on the back. So this is doing both sides, pulsing for just a little bit longer. But you hear it's a relatively quiet device. You're not going to distract anybody with this. I'll go to the last speed here, the last level here. So it's just alternating back and forth, much quicker here. Left, right, both sides, left, right. Just really depends on what setting you want. You can choose whatever pattern's gonna be right for you, whatever feels comfortable. For me, I prefer the third mode. It seems like it's the most aggressive, mostly just because it's the most active. It's going back and forth, it's doing long and short. I like the high heat because it's the most noticeable with clothes on. So all that being said, I wanna go ahead and sit down and actually show you what this looks like. I'll talk through a couple other specifications and features while I do that. So once you're ready to sit on the device, you just go ahead and place it down, whether it's on your couch, on your floor, on your computer chair, or your car seat, and it naturally is just gonna help your posture stay up. You'll see I'm very upright while I'm sitting in the seat, and it's not uncomfortable at all. I've got that heat, it's feeling great. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on one of those modes and just describe where I'm feeling it. So it's definitely in the lumbar region of my back where I'm feeling most of it. But if I lean back into this, I mean, you could pretty much feel the heat and the vibrations from basically my waist, like my belt line, all the way up to the base of my shoulder blade. So it's like hitting the core of my back. And that vibration, again, is very noticeable. I can feel it going on both sides. Now, this is a battery powered device. It's got a 2500 milliamp battery. You're gonna get 90 minutes of use out of each charge. That's gonna vary on what setting you're using it on. Like if you have it on the highest heat, it's gonna probably not last that full 90 minutes. You're probably gonna get about 60 minutes on it. But if you're using it on the lowest heat, you're gonna likely get a full 90 minutes out of it. Now keep in mind that it does automatically turn off after 15 minutes. That doesn't mean you can't turn it on again. When I've been using this and testing it, I've been actually turning it on for about 30 to 45 minutes at a time. And that's strictly because I'm just sitting for a long time. I work an office job. My back does start to get a little bit tight at the end of the day. I like to just get home and just sit and relax on the couch while I'm watching TV. I have a couch specifically that I sink into a lot, and I actually feel like that messes my posture up a lot. And so I've found that this is a really great tool to sit on when I'm just relaxing on the couch. And this warmth really just helps relax and melt away any of that stress that builds up. Whether you're someone that sits for a long time or stands on your feet and gets a lot of lumbar tightness, this could be a great device for you. And again, this device is designed to help relieve lumbar soreness. The heat, the red light therapy, the massage, and the posture correction all simultaneously are working to help with that. And it really does provide a noticeable bit of relief just for being what it is as a seat. But the fact that they incorporated the vibration and the red light and the heat, again, I've never reviewed any seats like this before, but from the little bit of research I found, None of the other devices on the market incorporate all of those things into one. It is a decently impressive device for what is advertised to do. It does come with a 1-year warranty. This is the only color that I was able to find it in. But again, it does have the ability to really be transported wherever you want. You can use it on your couch, you can use it on a computer chair, you can use it if you're going on a long drive, whether you're just going on a road trip or maybe you're a truck driver. I'm thinking students. So if you're young and having a lot of seating, whether you're in college or in high school or even younger, and it's like really the time of period in your life where you're developing your spinal support and your posture correction, this would be a great thing to have just when you're studying or reading or even just, again, sitting and watching TV at night. And again, while I'm sitting here, these vibrations are just continuing to go back and forth. Now this is 9,000 vibrations per minute that's going through the entire seat, and it's in 2 zones, so it's both the left side and the right side. So you're not getting anything in your legs again, it's just lower back, but it's just a very comforting feel between the heat and the vibrations. It helps desensitize any area there. The heat is helping draw blood to that area. Same thing with the vibrations. Very similar to the vibration that you would see from like vibrating massager or even some of the car seats that you're designed to just have vibrations. It just helps desensitize the area and relieve the discomfort that you might have. Whereas the posture corrector really helps correct some of those underlying issues as well. In terms of what I like about this, I like that it has the cushions on it. I like the big heated area here. I think the vibrations are nice and powerful. When it comes to the heat, it's definitely a noticeable heat. However, I do wish it was just slightly warmer, because once you do have this fabric here, the padding plus your clothing, it could just be a little bit warmer. It does take like 5 to 10 minutes before you fully notice it with clothes on. Again, remember that with this red light therapy here, I would encourage you to use it without a shirt on. Obviously, for the purpose of this video, I kept my shirt on. I do love how portable it is. It's super easy to just pick up and carry to another room. If you want to take it to your car, if you want to take it on a road trip and sit on it with your car, you can easily just grab it, take it, bring it in, move it around your house, take it to your office, things like that. Now, in terms of portability, as in traveling with it, obviously not super easy to fit in a suitcase or anything like that if you want to fly with it. But in terms of portability and just taking it to different spots, whether it's a sporting event, outdoors, if you're going fishing, I'm just thinking of a lot of use cases where this would be great. If you're going to a high school sporting event where you're going to be sitting on bleachers, not really comfortable as you get older. So I love the portability of it from that standpoint. I love the simpleness and ease of use. So if you're elderly and you're using this, if you're young and you're using this, it's very straightforward. You just turn it on and it starts doing what you'd expect it to do. Now, in terms of a few things that I think they could improve, the one thing for me is that I just wish that there was a remote control with it. So the control is being located in the back here. It's easy enough to reach around, but it does take a little bit of memory to remember which setting you're on. So if you either set out loud what setting you're on, but really just having some sort of wireless remote would be fantastic. So you could just do it without having to reach back. And then really the only other thing is just, I wish it had a slightly longer cord. So when it comes to charging the device, you've got to be a relatively close spot. So my USB outlet is actually located up pretty high. So fortunately it reached to have this sitting on the ground. But if it wasn't that close, just having a slightly longer cord would be helpful in that situation. But again, I don't have a lot to compare this against because this is the first posture corrector that I've reviewed on my channel. I did a bit of research, like I mentioned earlier. This is the only product that I could find that does red light therapy, heat, vibration, and posture correction all in one. So I'm very happy. I am very satisfied from that standpoint because it does everything that I expected it to do, and it does it very effectively and very easily. It's got this great 26-degree arch on it, so it's perfect for forcing you to sit upright. You can even see just now how I'm sitting way differently than I was when I had the chair. Like, I'm forced to be leaning back. And so just today's day and age, there's a lot of people staring at their phones with tech neck. This is a fantastic tool really for anybody, whether you have posture problems or not. It's one that I would definitely recommend if you're sitting a lot or standing a lot. Certainly glad to answer any questions that anybody might have about this. Drop them in the comments down below. If you guys have things like this that you want me to review, again, I found this from someone else's comment. Please drop those in the comments down below as well. If you like this video, if you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification bell. But otherwise, this is the CapSupport M4 SpineSeat. That's a review. Enjoy your recovery.